So in order to solve a rational equation such as this, there are a number of different ways to begin, but one of them is to figure out what the common denominator is, which means just as if we were adding these together, you would need to factor any denominators that you have. So x squared minus 4 factors into x plus 2x minus 2. The x plus 2 here is taken care of, the x minus 2 is taken care of, so that is your common denominator. Then what I recommend you do is you take that common denominator and you multiply the entire equation, both sides, by the x plus 2, x minus 2. What that does is it gets rid of all of your denominators and leaves you an equation that does not have fractions in it. So remember, what you're really doing is taking this x minus 1 over x plus 2. You're going to multiply that times this common denominator of x plus 2, x minus 2, plus this fraction, the 4x over, I'm going to write this in the factored form, x plus 2, x minus 2, times this common denominator of x plus 2, x minus 2, equals, and then this fraction, 2 over x minus 2, times the x plus 2, x minus 2. Because it's a common denominator, all of these three denominators should divide evenly into it. That means you don't have any more fractions. So here the x plus 2's are going to go. You're left with x minus 1 times x minus 2. Here both the x plus 2 and x minus 2 go, and you're left with just 4x plus 4x equals. Here the x minus 2's go, and you're left with 2 times x plus 2, 2 times x plus 2. Here's the equation which you want to be able to solve, so we're going to expand things out. This is going to be x times x to the second, x times negative 2 minus 2x, negative 1 times x minus x, negative 1 times negative 2 plus 2, plus this 4x equals, distribute the 2 through, 2 times x, 2x, 2 times 2 plus 4. I'm going to combine some like terms on the left-hand side first. This x squared is there. This negative 2x minus x is a negative 3x, plus 4x is plus 1x. And then I have plus 2 here, equals 2x plus 4. Now if I subtract 2x from both sides and subtract 4 from both sides, I'm going to get 0 on the right. And on the left-hand side, I have x squared minus 1x minus 2. So I'm going to solve that equation by factoring it. If you want to, you can use your diamond method. 1 times negative 2 is a negative 2 on top, negative 1 on the bottom. 2 times negative 2 times positive 1 makes negative 2, negative 2 plus 1, negative 1. So this factors into an x minus 2, x plus 1 equals 0, which means by the zero product rule, either x minus 2 equals 0 or x plus 1 equals 0. Add 2 to both sides here, x equals 2. Subtract 1 from both sides here, x equals negative 1. Now remember, with rational equations, you have to check for extraneous solutions. You have to make sure that you're not dividing by 0. If you plug the 2 in, here, 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 you can see that a 2 minus 2 on the bottom causes division by 0. That makes this an extraneous solution. If you take negative 1 and you plug it in here, 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 you should get a true equation. So let's look at that. When you go negative 1, this negative 1 plugged in for the x, minus 1 over negative 1 plus 2 plus 4, this 4 times negative 1 times negative 1 over negative 1 squared minus 4. That should equal 2 over negative 1 minus 2. So let's simplify this out. Negative 1 minus 1 is a negative 2. Negative 1 plus 2 is 1. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. Negative 1 squared is 1. 1 minus 3 is negative, or sorry, 1 minus 4 is negative 3. That's supposed to equal 2 over negative 1 minus 2 is a negative 3. So what do we have here? This is negative 2 plus negative 4 over negative 3. That's like negative 2 plus positive 4/3, because a negative divided by negative is a positive. That should equal a negative 2/3. Well, negative 2 is the same thing as negative 6/3. Negative 6/3 plus 4/3 will give you negative 2/3, which is what it should equal. So that checks out. So that is a good solution.